Hello, you can call me Kat. Today I'm going to show you how to beat the Harvest Melee Festival's tournament. Earn your festival tickets to be able to purchase various prizes such as the Jester gear, the Executioner's garb, any of the furniture that you want, or some of the other glamour related clothing. The fights in particular, I only find one of them in particular very difficult, and it is Sir William Briskwater of Thornhill, because he has a very slow, tanky build that messes with my usual playstyle. So let's get to him first, because the first two fights aren't horribly difficult, they just require some different things. I'll start off by showing you my stats. I'm not that high level in anything. The highest is my defense, but that's because I did the cow grinding method. I'm sure all of you know of it by now. And if you don't, stay tuned. Uh, but nonetheless, what we're going to do for the first two fights is for the first fight, it's a very melee based, uh, honestly, kind of a weak fighter. So we're just going to put on our best melee gear with like a shield and a sword because generally with the shield block counterattack into quick strike, you can 1, 2, 3 hit this guy and he's no issue at all. So let's do that. He's gonna attack. I missed my thingamajigger. Ooh, that's a skill you haven't seen yet, probably. Okay. But nonetheless, that guy's not difficult. Even gives you a stake for your reward. The next person that we're going to be fighting is our Miss Rovina Raventalon of the Hydro Boar Circle. There are names in this game. We're going to go for a more spell resistant build, but also ones with critical strike or anything like that. And if you've played the other games like the Festival High Striker or Archery, you might have enough tickets already to purchase some of the gear in here, such as the Executioner's Hood and Executioner's Garb, which is decent early level spell resistant gear that gives you critical strike that will definitely help out in this fight against her if you decide to try to do this combat. So that being said, I'm going to use the Jester's Hat, which is no spell resistance down, so that's always a plus compared to the Iron Armor, and the Troll Skin Armor that I got from one of the drops of the final combat. This lady is difficult because she will spam you with spells, and then when she gets low on health, she'll start doing everything in her power to make it a battle of attrition by spamming healing foods, regaining her mana. We're just going to try to DPS her down as fast as possible, and so what that means is bum rushing her. See, like I said, she started. Ooh, she will give me some arcane powder. Cool. She's not very difficult, but she can lead to be a battle of attrition if you let her keep on healing in front of you. Um, I really recommend having shield block and quick strike for that in particular because you can block her spells as you saw me do and give her a quick little counter attack that is wonderful in my opinion, and then follow it up with a quick strike, and that'll keep you on the advantage for health. Obviously, for that one, you can also be carrying health related items to refill you. But moving on, it's my personal annoyance, Sir William Briskwater of Thornhill. He is a slow tank, very tanky, the highest physical defense fighter here. The thing is, though, is that he is very slow because of how tanky he is, and he also has a big gimmick to him. Every time you send an attack to him, it doesn't matter what it is, he will try to block it. That being said, you can use this to bait him into blocking so you can make distance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to equip a more magey build. The armor doesn't matter too much. It might be beneficial for you to throw on like iron armor or something so his attacks don't just kill you. but I would recommend at least some sort of like mana high hat or an ember wand so you have infinite mana essentially, because what we're going to be doing is kiting him infinitely and just poking him as we circle the arena. This one is a bit more of a throw up, so I would recommend having some food on you or something of the type. So, like I said, attack, bait out the thing, just poke him. Attack, bait out the thing, poke him. If you are higher level mage or whatnot than I am, you can bait it out and then attack with a higher level spell. If you have this blinding sand skill, which you will get later after um, killing some certain enemies, I don't want to spoil too much there. See, I'm getting cocky here. Just kite him. Don't try to be fancy or anything. You don't need to be, especially if your mana regen is better than mine. I would recommend for this fight in particular setting up a keybind that allows you to ooh, fancy free battle axe. I would allow you to. I would recommend you set up a keybind in your options. Keybinds attack nearest enemy in here somewhere. Yeah, attack nearest enemy, because what that means is you don't have to try to click him while running around and kiting him. You can just hit your keybind and your character will auto target him being the nearest enemy. That'll make it super simple for you to bait out his shield so you can then hit him with something bigger. All right, for the last guy, the Trairian Blademaster, he's actually he will mess you up if you try to do the same sort of strat. What you need to do here is honestly have on some sort of melee armor if you're already grinding out the other folks, like some folks around here are doing. Uh, this guy does sell the Jester set that I've been using here and there, uh, which increases your physical damage stats by so much. It is so worth it, even though it gives you no physical defense. Luckily, while the new guy does do a sizable chunk of damage, he is a very simple attacker. He is as simple as any other bandit on the road. He just walks forward at you and attacks. So what you can do with this guy is basically the same thing as Rowdy Adams, just with a bit more kiting because he does hit like a truck. But we're going to use this spell Blinding Sand to do a little bit of a combo on him. This guy drops Blinding Sand very, very rarely. You really need to grind him out if you want that. What Blinding Sand does is it is a stun that also lowers your physical defense for about 6 seconds. If he hits you with it, because he has that skill, it will kill you. You cannot do anything that he deems cheatsy, air quotations. I don't know how they program it. But I know that if you try to cast a spell, he'll throw dirt in your face. If you try to eat right in front of him, he'll throw dirt in your face. You don't want that. But what you can do is just fucking fuck them up. Honestly, get your highest damage stuff, physical gear, maybe with like some aspect of increasing your accuracy and your damage, and mess them up. He hurts a lot, so take whatever chances you have. Nope, not risking that one. I don't want him to tag me there. And he's down. I'm sure there are various other strategies to be able to beat this tournament, but these are the ones that I've found that worked the best for me. If you have any other strategies or easier methods, please let me know. I'd love to hear them in the comments section, and thank you for joining me. This is Kat, going out. Bye bye.